Chosen ones, listen closely, because what I'm about to reveal is critical. If you're watching this right now, it's no accident. God has led you here for a reason. A time is now. A disease is about to break out, and the world you know will soon be shattered. You might feel uncertain, afraid, or even overwhelmed by the weight of this truth. But know this: your purpose is clear, and your role during this time is pivotal. Your duty is simple. You are the guardian of light in this time of despair. The ancient power that courses through your veins is the key to surviving what is coming. The glowing wings you have inherited are not just for beauty, but for strength, for flight, for protection. They are the shield in the storm, the light in the darkness. As the world crumbles, you will rise. This is your time. You are a soul warrior, a chosen being standing at the threshold of unimaginable chaos, with a destiny that cannot be avoided. Your path leads toward a castle of power and knowledge, a place where your light can illuminate the truth and fight against the disease that seeks to destroy. God has assigned you a duty, one that cannot be ignored. You are not just watching from the sidelines. You are a key player in what's coming. Everything you've prayed for, everything you've asked for, it has led you to this very moment. This is not just about survival. This is about standing tall as the light in the coming darkness. You are chosen for a reason. Before we dive into the life-changing message, I need you to pause for a moment and do these 3 things. Hit that like button to show you're ready to stand in your truth. Subscribe to this channel so we can reach 90,000 subscribers and unite as one powerful force. Leave a comment with the number 99, a divine signal that you are receiving this message and preparing for what's ahead. If you're truly a chosen one, you'll stay with me until the end. Your spirit already knows this is for you. If you're not ready to face the truth, you might not make it to the end. But for those who do, your life will be forever transformed. God has already prepared you for what's coming. Your duty is clear. The time to hide and prepare is now. Stay strong, stay vigilant. Let's dive into the message that will change everything. A divine reminder sent from God to guide humanity back to its true path. A disease will emerge, not in the way we've been conditioned to understand it, but as a wake-up call to return to our Creator, to recalibrate our souls to the divine truth. The world will tremble, not from physical pain, but from the shifting of hearts and minds. This is not just another event in history. It is a spiritual rebirth, and only those who are prepared will see the way forward. We are being told to stay alert, to remain connected to our spiritual selves, because this event is different. The impact of this disease won't be on our physical health, but on the core of our very spirit. The very essence of our being will be challenged. We are entering into a phase of deep reflection, introspection, and realignment. God is calling out to us. This is a moment of truth. The world will see what happens when humanity forgets its spiritual roots. The coming change is a test, a chance for redemption, and only the prepared will understand its purpose. It is said that every major transformation in history begins with a wake-up call, a sign from the divine. This time, the call is louder than ever before. It's a warning, but also an invitation to return to the purest form of our existence. Those who are ready to embrace this spiritual transition will feel the embrace of divine protection. For the others, this fog of spiritual disease will be a harsh reminder that we cannot continue down the path we have chosen without facing consequences. The time for transformation is now. A fog is descending, a mysterious veil that will cloak the world in uncertainty and confusion. This fog is not physical. It cannot be touched or seen, but it will permeate the hearts and minds of many. It is a spiritual crisis, a challenge to our very understanding of life and purpose. The first signs will appear in the East, a region rich in spiritual history and knowledge. But this fog will not remain confined to one place. It will spread, covering every corner of the earth, affecting every individual who has lost their way. The world will feel it in their souls, a deep stirring that cannot be ignored. This fog represents more than just a shift in the atmosphere. It is a test of faith. For those who are prepared, it will be a moment of clarity, an opportunity to reconnect with their spiritual purpose. But for others, it will feel like a spiritual wilderness. The uncertainty will test the strength of our beliefs. How? Many of us have truly understood the significance of our connection to God. How many of us have nurtured our faith, or have we been too distracted by the noise of the world? A fog will help us answer those questions, pushing us to reflect on the true meaning of our lives. Prepare yourselves, because when this fog arrives, the world will be different. The things we once thought important will fade away, and only what is eternal will remain. This is not the end of the world. It is the beginning of something new. A new chapter in the divine plan is unfolding before our eyes. But the fog, while disorienting, is necessary. It clears the path for those who are truly ready to walk in the light of truth. The time to prepare is now. This disease is unlike any other we've known. It doesn't strike the body, but it challenges the soul. It won't leave us with fever or chills, but it will leave us with a feeling of emptiness, a sense of disconnection from the divine. It will feel as if something is missing, as if our spiritual compass is malfunctioning. This is a disease of the heart, a spiritual illness that will make people question their values, their beliefs, and their purpose in life. The disease will spread slowly, subtly, but with an undeniable force, urging us to wake up and return to God. God's call is clear. Return to your roots. Return to your source. The world has lost its way. And now, in the face of this spiritual disease, we must find our way back to Him. This disease serves as a mirror, reflecting our inner state. For those who have been distant from their faith, it will be a jarring reminder of what is at stake. But for those who have been spiritually strong, it will serve as an opportunity to shine even brighter, to lead others to the path of truth. God is offering us a chance to realign, to rediscover our divine connection. This disease is not a punishment, but a gift, an opportunity for redemption. It is a call to renew our spiritual practices, to seek God with an open heart. The world has become too focused on the material, too obsessed with success and wealth. This disease will strip away all illusions, leaving us with only what truly matters: our relationship with God and with each other. Will you heed the call? Or will you allow the disease to claim your soul? The first signs of this disease will appear in the East, where ancient spiritual traditions and wisdom have flourished for centuries. The East has always been a place of spiritual awakening, a region where people have sought enlightenment and connected with the divine. It is fitting that the spiritual fog will first descend here, as it marks the beginning of a worldwide awakening. From the East, this fog will spread to the West, enveloping the globe in its spiritual grip. It will touch every soul, regardless of their beliefs or background. Why the East? Perhaps because it is the cradle of many of the world's greatest spiritual teachings. The East has always been a place of deep reflection and inner awakening. But this fog is not limited to one culture or religion. It is universal. It will touch the hearts of people from all walks of life, calling them to remember their spiritual origins. As the fog spreads, it will awaken a sense of urgency in humanity, a recognition that the time to return to God has come. The East will lead the way, but the world must follow. As the spiritual fog spreads, it will become clear that no one is immune to its effects. People will either resist it or embrace it, and those who embrace it will find themselves moving towards the light of truth. The spiritual disease will be a challenge, but also a gift, a chance to return to what is sacred and eternal. The question is, will we rise to the challenge, or will we allow ourselves to be consumed by the fog? The chosen ones are being called to stand firm, to stay spiritually strong and prepared for the coming trial. While this disease may not physically harm them, it has the potential to cause immense spiritual suffering. The chosen ones are not exempt from its effects. In fact, they may feel its weight more intensely, as they are the ones called to guide others through this storm. The spiritual illness will seek to weaken their faith, to make them question their purpose. But if they are prepared, they will remain resilient, standing tall as beacons of light for others to follow. Preparation is key. The chosen ones must not only protect their bodies, but their spirits. They must stay grounded in their faith, seeking divine guidance and clarity. They must avoid distractions and focus on what truly matters, their connection to God and their mission in this world. This is not a time for complacency or passivity. The chosen ones must rise to the occasion, becoming leaders and guides for those who are lost in the fog. This spiritual illness is a test of character. It will challenge the strength of your beliefs, your convictions, and your connection to God. But for those who are prepared, it will also be a time of deep growth. The chosen ones have been chosen because they have the strength to withstand the storm. They have the ability to help others find their way back to God. This is their time to shine, to fulfill their divine purpose. In times of crisis, there is strength in numbers. This is especially true when it comes to protecting our spirits. The power of community cannot be underestimated. As the spiritual disease spreads, it will be essential for the chosen ones to gather together, to unite in prayer, reflection, and guidance. When spiritually enlightened individuals come together, they create a powerful aura of protection that can shield them from the disease's effects. Their collective energy will act as a spiritual force field, safeguarding their souls from the fog's influence. In the coming days, it will be crucial to surround yourself with those who share your faith and purpose. The company you keep will have a direct impact on your spiritual well-being. Those who are spiritually aligned will offer strength, support, and clarity, helping you stay focused on the path of truth. Together, you will be able to guide each other through the fog, offering protection and insight as you navigate this uncertain time. The community's role is not just to protect, but to uplift. As you gather together, you will find that your collective strength can move mountains. Your shared belief will create a ripple effect, reaching out to others who are lost in the fog, helping them to see the way forward. The power of community is one of the greatest gifts we have during this time of spiritual crisis. Hold on to it, nurture it, and use it to protect your spirit and guide others. The chosen ones are called to lead. It's not enough to be spiritually strong for yourself. You must help guide others to the light. This is the role you've been chosen for, to be a beacon of hope, a guiding star, for those lost in the fog. Your voice will be heard when others are too scared to speak. Your faith will serve as a compass for those who feel disoriented and unsure of their next steps. Now is the time to step into your role as a leader, a spiritual guide who can help others find their way back to God. Your actions will speak louder than words. By living in alignment with divine truth, you will show others the way. Be a living example of faith, compassion, and purpose. The world needs your light now more than ever. Don't wait for someone else to step up. God has chosen you because you have the strength and wisdom to lead. Your leadership will inspire others to follow, to awaken to their own divine potential. As you lead, remember that you are not alone. The divine is with you, guiding you every step of the way. Your purpose is clear and your mission is great. Lead with love, with humility, and with the understanding that you are a part of something much larger than yourself. Your role in this divine plan is vital, and the world is waiting for you to take action. In preparation for the coming storm, we must look beyond the immediate material needs and prepare spiritually, emotionally, and physically. The days ahead will not be easy. The fog will bring uncertainty, confusion, and turmoil, making it all the more important to gather the resources that will allow you to stay grounded and focused on your divine purpose. Stock up on essential supplies for your physical needs, food, water, and medicine. But remember that these are merely tools to keep your body strong. The true preparation lies in fortifying your spirit. While many may be scrambling to gather material things, the wise will take time to cultivate their spiritual reserves. Meditate, pray, and reflect on your connection to the divine. Practice patience and mindfulness. The physical supplies you gather will support you, but it is the strength of your spirit that will sustain you through this spiritual disease. These tangible items can help protect your body, but your heart and mind must be aligned with God's truth to weather the storm. Your preparation extends far beyond the shelves of your home. Build a foundation of peace within yourself. Prepare your heart to be an instrument of compassion for others. While it may be tempting to focus on the chaos around you, remember that in these moments of uncertainty, God calls for those who are calm, those who remain unwavering in their faith. When others falter, you will be the pillar they lean on, the steady hand guiding them through the fog. Your preparation isn't just for survival, it's for leading others towards a greater understanding of the divine. The coming fog will not only cloud the world around you, but will also cloud your mind and spirit. In times of spiritual crisis, one of the most vital things you can do is to withdraw from the distractions of the world. Crowds will be filled with confusion, fear, and misinformation. The collective energy of a crowd, especially one not aligned with divine truth, can create a vortex of negativity, draining you of your spiritual energy. Solitude will be your shield, allowing you to tune in to God's guidance and clarity. There is power in quiet. In silence, we can hear the whisper of God's voice, calling us to stay grounded, to remain in His protection. The crowd will only amplify the noise, making it harder to hear that still, small voice within. When you choose to embrace solitude, you're not retreating from the world. You're preparing yourself for the role you are meant to play. You're strengthening your connection to the divine, ensuring that you have the clarity needed to help others. Solitude allows for reflection and personal growth. In this space, You can fully assess the state of your spirit, cleanse it of negative influences, and focus solely on your relationship with God. Use this time to build your spiritual resilience, to practice meditation, prayer, and other disciplines that strengthen the soul. When the fog descends upon the world, your foundation will remain solid, and you will be able to offer light to those who are lost in the darkness. The clock is ticking, and the time to act is now. The warning has been given. The fog is coming, and it is your responsibility to help those around you understand what is about to unfold. This is not the time for hesitation or doubt. The spiritual disease will affect everyone, and it will be especially challenging for those who are unprepared. Your family, your friends, your neighbors, these other people God has placed in your life for a reason. Now is the time to share with them the divine guidance you've received. Be proactive in guiding others. Don't wait for someone else to speak up. Use your influence to spread the truth, to help others recognize the spiritual importance of this time. Your role is to ensure that those around you are prepared, not just physically, but spiritually. Whether through conversations, prayer, or simply being a steady presence, you have the ability to impact those closest to you. Lead by example. Demonstrate the peace, faith, and strength that comes from trusting in God's divine plan. Now more than ever, people need your support. This is the time to be a beacon of light, to offer reassurance in the face of fear. Lead your loved ones in prayer, guide them to the truth of God's word, and help them prepare spiritually.